If point of never molesting an orphan.
Well, then we know what it's like.
Yes, but it has got about. And what is the consequence? Why, everyone we capture says he's an orphan. The last 3 ships we took proved to be manned entirely by orphans, and so we had to let them go. One would think that Great Britain's mercantile navy was recruited solely from her orphan asylums, which we know is not the case.
But, hang it all! You would not have us completely merciless.
There's my difficulty. Until 12 o'clock I would. After 12 o'clock I would not. Was ever a man placed in so delicate a situation?
And Ruth, your own Ruth, whom you love so much, and who has won her middle-aged way into your boyish heart? What is to become of her?
Oh, he will take you with him.
Well, Ruth, I feel some little difficulty about you. It is true that I admire you very much, but I have been constantly at sea since I was 8 years old, and yours is the only woman's face I have seen in that time. I think it is a sweet face.
It is, oh,
I say, I think it is. That is my impression. But as I have never had an opportunity of comparing you with other women, it is just possible that I may be mistaken.
True!
What a horrible thing it would be if I were to marry this innocent person and then to discover that she is, on the whole, plain.
Oh, well, Ruth is married! Well, very well. Very well indeed!
There are the remains of a very fine moment about Ruth.
Do you really think so? I do. Well then, I will not be so selfish as to take her from you. In justice to her, and in consideration for you, I will leave her behind.
No, Frederick, this cannot be. We are rough men. Who lead a rough heart? But we are not so utterly heartless as to deprive thee of thy love. I think I'm right in saying that there is not one here who would deprive thee of this inestimable treasure for all the world holds dear. No! I thought there wasn't. Keep thy love, Frederick, keep thy love.
You're very good, I'm sure.
Well, come the time we must be on. When your process of extermination begins, let our deaths be as swift and painless as you can conveniently make them.
I will. I swear by the love I have for you. Would that you could all render this extermination unnecessary by accompanying me back to civilization.
No, Frederick, this cannot be. I don't think much of piracy as a profession, but contrasted with respectability, it is comparatively honest. No, Frederick, I shall live and die a pirate king. Oh, where to live and die, until they like life that lay the same harmonious part of parchment head on hiding on. Away to the cheating way of going. Where pirates are the way to do. But I reach to the song I sing and live and die upon my retreat. Lord, I am a pirate king. And it is distinct to me a pirate king. I am a pirate king. You are a pirate king. Oh, it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. It is a rough the pirate king, a rough the pirate king. When
shoes. Oh, but Edith, think of propriety. This beach is so injudiciously sandy. Would not then our shoes become likewise? And upon removing them, would not then our gowns become similarly soiled? That is true, Isabel. Then have we any choice but to remove our gowns as well? Yes, yes, our gowns as well. Oh, Edith, would that not leave you in great danger? Great danger? Yes. May not the crew of some ship, while passing by at sea, be suddenly attracted to the whiteness and delicacy of our skin, and observe us here? And you, without your hat. Would not then your standing in the social register be grievously reduced? Yes. Should we not then, sister, being deferent to familiarity, to responsibility, remove our hats as well? Yes, our hats as well. Oh, Edith, would that not leave you in greater danger? But having removed our petticoats and removed our gowns, may we not now freely cabin the sea? The unaccustomed stimulation to which in turn may blind us to proper caution, thereby endangering our love. Well then, in order to eliminate the risk of their permanent ruination, which might call for immediate replacement, which in turn might endanger forefathers' personal and financial health, have we any choice, sisters, but of our own free will to remove our gloves as well? Yes,
Some ladies pray.
I had intended not to intrude myself upon your notice in this effective but alarming costume. But under these peculiar circumstances, it is my bounden duty to inform you that your proceedings will not be unwitnessed.
But who are you, so speak?
I am a pirate.
A pirate!
Ladies, do not shun me. This evening I renounce my vile profession, and to that end, no pure and peerless maidens, oh blushing buds of ever-blooming beauty, I soar at heart, implore your kind assistance.
How pitiful his tale, how rare his beauty, how
in a thing of beauty. Would she be swayed by quite as keen a sense of duty?
For shame, for shame, for shame.
I am the very mortal lover, modern major general. I never mentioned vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. I understand equations both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I am keeping with the lot in you. Ah, got it! With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and amalgamous. In short, in that vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very mortal lover, modern nature general. In short, in that vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is the very mortal lover, modern nature general. I know analytics, history, authors, and paradox. I answer hard acrostics, I love pretty tape of paradox. Floating eulogy, it's all the prides of female gatherers. In coordinates, I can pull peculiarities parameters. I can tell undoubted Raphael from Gerald Johnson's Orphanese. I know the croaking corners from the frogs of Aristophanes. And I can hum a piece of which I've heard the music's beautiful. And whistle all the yes from that eternal mountain freedom. And whistle all the yes from that eternal mountain freedom. And whistle all the yes from that eternal mountain freedom. And whistle all the yes from that eternal mountain freedom. Then I can write a walking bill in Babylonic uniform and tell you every detail of correcting this is uniform. In short, in that is vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very mortal lover, modern nature general. In short, in that is vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is the very mortal lover, modern nature general. In fact, when I know what is meant by man alone and family, when I can tell its side to mortar rifle from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and supplies I'm already at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I have learnt what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery. In short, when I've a smattering of elemental strategy. It's a hard one. You say a better major general is never satisfied. You say a better major general is never satisfied. You say a better major general is never satisfied. You say a better major general is never satisfied.
Can you do it again?
Of course.
What? Can you do it? Fast.
Why, certainly. Former military knowledge of a lucky and adventure, the only men right down to the beginning of the century, but still about as many to be learning from the history, I am the very mortal lover, modern nature general. I should like to have some idea of what's going on.
Oh, come meet me! I'll explain in 2 words. We propose to marry your daughter.
Dear me.
Against our wills, Papa! Against our wills!
Oh, but you mustn't do that, may I ask? This is a picturesque uniform, but I'm not familiar with it. What are you?
We are all single gentlemen.
Yes, I gathered that. Anything else?
No, nothing else.
Don't believe it, Papa. They are pirates. The famous pirates of Penzance.
Pirates of Penzance? Oh yes, I have often heard of them.
All except this gentleman, who was a pirate once, but is out of his
privates as sons-in-law.
Well, we object to Major Generals as fathers-in-law. But we waive that point. We do not press it. We look over it.
An idea. Do you mean to say that you would deliberately rob me of the sole remaining props of my old age, and leave me to go through the remainder of my life, unbefriended, unprotected, and alone?
Well, yes, that's the idea.
Tell me, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Here we are again.
I say, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Often.
Yes, orphan. Have you ever known what it is to be one?
I say often.
I don't think we quite understand one another. I ask you, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan? And you say orphan. As I understand you, you are merely repeating the word orphan to show that you understand me.
I did not repeat the word often.
Pardon me, did.
I only repeated it once.
True, but you repeated it.
But not often, my perfect.
I think I know where we are getting confused. When you said orphan, did you mean orphan, a person who has lost his parents, or orphan, frequently?